Hello and welcome everyone to this short video, or, well, not short rather, it's about 30 minutes, but this video is going to be comparing the Elgato capture cards that are currently out on the market. The top one is the Elgato HD60S, and the bottom is the Elgato HD60. One card not pictured is the HD60 Pro, which is basically the same thing as the HD60S, but it is an internal capture card. You would have to have a desktop PC to take advantage of that. The real difference between these two is which one has instant game view, which is a feature that will allow you to see the gameplay that you would see on a HDMI pass-through that these cards offer, but the HD60 does not have it. So a good way to describe how this works is, so you might even not have to have a monitor when you're playing a game. So if your computer's fast enough, and if you have a HD60S, you might not even have to have a monitor. You can just look at your computer screen and see the instant game view gameplay. So basically the name implies that. I haven't had really a lot of luck with that. One problem I had with it is that it was really laggy. As you can see here, these both capture cards kind of get off sync, and there's no real way to sync them back. The audio is from the top one, as you can see. It's the exact same footage, and it's recorded at the exact same time. How this works, how it's recorded, is the HDMI from the Nintendo Switch is running into the HD60S, and then the HD60S output is running into the HD60, and then the output from the HD60 was going to a monitor, but the monitor did not work. But Instant Game View decided to work for me, and so I just did this completely off of Instant Game View. I did not have to have a monitor whatsoever. No HDMI splitters going to a monitor. It's just as simple as I said. I did have a little bit of trouble with this before. I've tried linking these capture cards together and recording through one computer, but I did eventually have to get my laptop out and record the HD60 footage with my laptop. And there's no real difference. It's the exact same settings. It is 720p 60, and that's the best. I've set it to have the best settings possible for that quality, and so hopefully everything looks. Hopefully this will make you decide which one you want. If this is one of the things you're looking at, which picture quality is better. There's not an extreme difference. As you might see, the HD60 seems to have a brighter kind of look to it, but the HD60S has that more natural look to it, like a output. If you have the HD60, unless you live stream, I would not go for the HD60S or the HD60 Pro. If you could find them really cheap, under $100, that would be perfect. So if you find them for cheap, it'd be smart to get one. But watch that epic fail. But anyway, I've already said it kind of gets out of sync, but that's just because they're different recording speeds. If you're live streaming, the HD60S will work perfectly, but the HD60, you might have to go into your settings and tweak some audio settings, make an audio render delay, and stuff like that. So Elgato actually has pretty good support for OBS and Streamlabs OBS and XSplit, and I'm pretty sure most of the live streaming services that are currently available are the programs that allow you to live stream. Elgato does have a built-in streaming thing that you can use. The HD60 and the HD60S both work with that, and all their capture cards do. So that's another option. But I'll quit rambling, and hopefully you can enjoy the video. And there are more games. This is the Super Mario Odyssey. I did ARMS. I did Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I did Rocket League. You can even use these capture cards with PC, by the way. You can just hook it up to a HDMI out or something. If you have that, it works with laptops too, the same way that does. And you can use it with basically anything that has a HDMI output. I have tried using a AV to HDMI converter, and that does work pretty good with the HD60S. I haven't got the opportunity to use it that much, so I haven't tested it that much, but I use the Black Web that you can buy at Walmart now. The Black Web HDMI to, or AV to HDMI converter. They're about $40. They're way expensive. There is a HDMI to AV one for $20. Don't be fooled for that. Go for the AV to HDMI converter. Just look at your local Walmart. Hopefully they'll have it if you want to do that. You can record an NES with that. You can record a Super Nintendo with that. Nintendo 64, GameCube, and a Wii. But if you have a Wii U, you can use the backwards compatibility feature to play Wii games, if that's what you're going for. But the reason I bought it is just play NES games, Super Nintendo games, 64 games. And I did eventually buy a Roxio game capture, and I had to find special cords for that to work for my Wii. And it's got HDMI, but it doesn't do what the Elgato can do. So I would stick with Elgato, and I would do the bunch of these conversions, or just the conversions to get the capturing right. I wouldn't fool with like having millions of cables. Just a little converter. All you need is just a little cheap converter to upconvert retro consoles or something. So anyway, that was I guess that's all I've recorded for the Super Mario Odyssey portion. I've been rambling for way too long. And Rocket League's up next, so you'll some of this is just plain lag in Rocket League. It's not with the capture cards. If it looks really weird, it's not with the capture cards. But yeah. Anyway, I'll shut up, and I'll try to sync the rest of the footage. I'm not sure if it will be synced, but I'll try to sync it. So thanks for watching. And now we're synced back up. That took like 30 seconds. I got really lucky on the sync feature. With Wondershare for more. That's the editor I use if you didn't know. But Rocket League, basically it's the frame rate on this you're just looking at. I mean, they're both 60, but you can tell really when they get unsynced, I guess. It's iChemistry. It's the exact same gameplay. It is not recording twice. I don't know what is up with one of these cards. They like get off sync. But I've tried syncing them up so many times, but they just get out of sync. It's the same gameplay. It is the same gameplay. It's just a bottom capture card that's wanting to gain on the upper capture card. I don't know. It might be just an editing, but it's just really weird. It's just if you don't have two capture cards, you don't have to worry about this. But yeah. My ping is like terrible in this. That's why I need an Ethernet adapter. I'll let you enjoy the rest of the video comparing them. If I have anything to say, I'll try to sync as much as I can, as I said. So probably going into each game, I'll try to sync it up. So yeah, this might be a good opportunity for you to look at the bottom and then look at the top or something to get the gameplay, and yeah. So, hope this might work out for the better. So, hope you enjoy the rest of the video. Hope this helps you decide. And there's links down below that you can check out some other Elgato videos I've done. I've done Elgato and OBS and stuff like that. Gonna be working on a few more of those. I'm gonna try to get more videos out. But anyway, enjoy that.
Oi! Hey! Oh.
Ring-a-ling!
Okay, so I'm gonna drop in during ARMS. As you can see, the couch cards are pretty well keeping up with each other. I might have said this before, but that is not a main thing. Even though they're out of sync, you really don't need them to be in the sync unless you have like 2 capture cards. I'm just complaining because you can't see the exact same gameplay at the exact same time. ARMS actually works really well with instant game view, by the way. As I said, I hadn't had a lot of luck out of it. The only time that I've really had a lot of luck out of it is using this video as a recording, test recording or whatever with it. I've used it on stream, instant game view before, but I have used it on stream, and it's worked. Well, for Splatoon 2, you can't really use it, and if you want to see a Splatoon 2 comparison in more games, let me know. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll probably make it anyway. Just stay subscribed, and I'll probably make one soon. Who knows? But I will if this video gets 10 likes. But anyway, I'll do a lot more games. I'll do a Wii U one if you guys want. But yeah, just if you have a request for a game to be compared like this, let me know. And as you can see, these are wow, this does really good syncing. I'm like still surprised that they're still together. Look at that. I mean, like, it goes into the new Challenger thing. I don't know if I'll be in sync with when the video exports, but it should be in sync pretty good. But anyway, yeah, look, I mean, like, yeah, this is perfect. If you could see the button presses with instant game view, I would do a video with that, but I have no way to do that. So anyway, as you can see, it's like no delay between the two. No delay whatsoever. Unlike that. With every other game, it's had a significant delay. But with ARMS, for some odd reason, it's synced. But yeah, I've tested this with instant game view with no monitor whatsoever. This game with instant game view, no monitor whatsoever. A lot of times, this is one I've really tested a lot with, and this game works awesome with instant game view. You might have different results with instant game view. How it works compared to the HD60. The HD60 has a onboard thing that converts video. It's like a H.264 converter, and that's what this video will be exported with. And that's the reason it takes a while to export with videos when you export from Movie Maker, or from more Adobe Premiere, a bunch of stuff like that. It exports like a H.264 format, and that's just a really technical way. I don't know exactly how to explain it, but it's just an encoder, and you can stream with it too. That's how I stream. I stream with it, but well, I don't think I stream with it. I used to stream with it when I was using XSplit and everything with the HD60 and with HD60S. What it does, it goes directly to the processor and the graphics card to get video decoded and encoded. So when you're recording, it goes directly to your processor. So you gotta have a fairly decent processor to do this. So if you have an HD60, I had an HP Stream, and the processor on it was like a 2.5 gigahertz, and it was like a 1-core Intel or something. It was like, yeah, it was like 1 core, and it couldn't do it. And so, and that's why you should make sure it works with your computer. Even though it has a bunch of onboard stuff, you still have to have a pretty quick computer to keep up with it. But I'm not sure what the recommended specs are for computers with these capture cards. You can look it up at Elgato Gaming. I'll put a link down below that you can look at these products and everything, and so you can try them out, I guess. But yeah, thank you for watching this video. Hopefully it will help you decide which capture card you should get. My advice for the last few minutes, or last few seconds, if you stream, get an HD60S. If you don't stream, get an HD60. If you stream and record, get a 60S. The Pro is really not a reason if you want to, I don't know, just have fun with them. Good luck, guys.